I got your email. I did try. I did install Reaper. Started the trial thing, and then began to try figuring things out, and it was proving to be a big pain in the butt. So, and there's latency issues. I'm not sure how to fix it right now, and trying not to have this thing take several hours. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show how it would work with Studio One, just to get the idea across. It should work similar to Reaper when you know how to do it. It looks like there's no virtual instruments plugged or built into it. What I mean by that is like a piano or a fake guitar or things like that. I'm not seeing it happen. There's like I was looking online. I think it was like well, it was Studio One. There's a 30-day free trial. I think there's like I'm gonna say a free version, or I don't know. There's like different versions, so it's something to look into. I got another student who's basically he uses Reaper and was able to get it to work for him. So I know it's possible. So hopefully, just demonstrating it with what I do have will be enough to get you in the right direction. Alright, so first thing to do is with your file, all of them here, or any of them, you go up to File, go to Export, and click on MIDI. And I already exported it before, but anyways, once you get that going, then you open up your, Reaper or whatever DAW you end up settling on. And then, let's see, hang on, turn to that. And this does work in Reaper the way I'm about to do it. Basically, you can just take that MIDI track and drag it into the program. Now, Reaper ended up asking questions that confused the hell out of me, so I just clicked on yes for everything. But basically, there you go. We have a MIDI track. Problem is, it's not going to play anything right now. That's because there's no instrument assigned to it. So, like here with Studio One, it comes with like a bunch of stuff already. Let's see. And you can also just search up here. We'll just say guitar. Alright, so I'll just pick, I'll pick nylon guitar. And then I can just drag that over here, and that turns on, or turns this on. So now we do have an instrument. So I'm sure there's got to be like some forum out there, a website or something that can tell you where you can get instruments for Reaper, either for free or very cheap. I did find the interface with Reaper less than desirable. Let's see. Of course, you'll have to have like a count in when you're gonna recording. So you can like use drums, you can use a metronome. So I'll just put the metronome on here. Reaper's got to have one. It's like all recording software has a metronome. So then, yeah, you just change the tempo. Like, so we'll start it down here at 60, and that should adjust things for you. So I'm going to use an amp sim and record with that. You use whatever you already had planned. Let's see, use this guy. Yeah, so that's on. I want this. I'll turn that on too. Jesus, that's loud. Alright, let's turn that down. And then, let's see, I need to turn this up then. It's a very quiet metronome. change that setting. Alright, I can turn that much higher. There. Let's turn that up even more. I'm just going to turn it all the way up. Okay. Alright, then, you know, you go to record. So for me, I can just hit, well, I know the key for it. Actually, let me make a small adjustment here. I'm hearing all kinds of extra noise come through, and that's bugging me. Increase my noise gate here. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna hit, for me, I just hit the asterisk button, or asterisk key, and then it starts to go. So, let's see, here we go. Whoops, do that. Gotta make sure that only the track you want to record on is selected, so there we go. So yeah, you can just stop recording halfway through like a normal practice session. And hopefully with Reaper you can resize your tracks like that. But you see, like up here, you know, you have this grid you can follow. Oh, the mouse isn't working. Alright. So basically you see like how these, like the wave files, those little pieces of audio are lining up with the 16s, or lining up with the MIDI. And yeah, that one's a little bit early, but like overall it's like, you know, where it should be. That's a little bit early as well. But when you listen back to it, you know, it's like, does it sound like it's lined up? If it sounds lined up and looks lined up well enough, then, you know, increase it and try it again. So we do it at, let's say, 120. Played that wrong. Damn it, played it wrong. Zoom in and check things out there. I definitely started a bit early. That was really early. That looks terrible. Oof. I'm early all over the place. I may have corrected at that point. Well, let's hear how it sounds. Sounds lined up. I just started early. Let's try and get a better take. Whoops. Take a look at that. Definitely lines up much better. Oh, that one's, well, it started off better. That's still a bit early. Oof, lots of rushing there. And yeah, it's a very humbling experience when you look at things like this, you know, really up close and whatnot. you might want to give yourself more than just those 4 beats. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to move this over. I'm just going to erase all this. These are layers down here. I don't know how Reaper it works with layers, but man, it's a very convenient thing to have when putting all kinds of different takes together. Anyway, so now I have more time to get back to the guitar. There we go. Much better. Much better. I had enough time to be ready for things. And yeah, you're never going to be exactly perfect, so don't expect things to be 100% dead on lined up all the time, but it needs to be pretty close. Like, let's say if something looked, if it looked like this, like where everything is like really, really off center all the time. Like every single time. Like never hitting it. Then yeah, that's probably not good. And like if we listen back to it with it off center like this. That's not enough of an extreme example. It's still too close. Let's do it like that. Alright, so there you can definitely tell things are not lined up anymore. Oops. Anyway, let's listen to that now. That's basically it. You know, that's the idea. Just go back and forth between stuff like that, and then just make sure it sounds correct and it looks very close to being visually lined up like that. So hopefully you can figure out how to really work Reaper to do these sorts of things. I know it's possible, but it looks like I'd have to spend, I don't know how much time. It could be a multiple hour long project. And I got more videos I gotta make. So if I knew how with Reaper, I would totally show you. But yeah, there's got to be stuff out there you can use. So basically, you got to drag the MIDI track or insert the MIDI track that you exported from Guitar Pro into the DAW. And then you need to assign some kind of virtual instrument to it, like some kind of synth, you know, whether it's a guitar, a piano, whatever instrument, so long as you can, it needs to be something you can hear versus the real guitar, which is you. You need to be able to easily tell the difference between the two. And you can also pan it left and right as well. So you can like pan, let's say, like the fake guitar or whatever left and the other one right, so on. So yeah, hopefully you don't have too much trouble figuring that out, because I really do believe stuff like this is going to be extremely helpful, so you can really dial it in, make sure things are going well. Alright, any questions? Let me know. I'll see if I can answer them for you. If it's about Reaper, you might need to turn to the internet for that one. Alright, we'll see you again on Tuesday.